but you know, when you have a mum and dad that loves you deeply, when people then start loving your child, you see it as a reflection of their love for you. And I really like that you brought up postpartum, because I think what's a really underspoken about topic is when you have a baby, it's the most beautiful, amazing thing in the world, and you love them so painfully, like you love them so deeply. But that experience can only be felt when you've had a good childhood. And you've got this support network. So when a baby comes into our family, there's like 50 different people looking after the baby and so excited and happy and stuff like that. But there's some people who were never modeled love, who have no emotional support, and they genuinely think, if I'm not alive, this baby will die. I've got no mum, I've got no dad, I've got no sisters, I've got no one to support it. And if I fuck up, this entire baby's ruined. Imagine that pressure on one human being, when really children are supposed to be raised by countless members of family.
Right.
They're supposed to be raised by like a tribe of 10.
Right.
One person solely responsible who's also been traumatized. Imagine the pain. And imagine the thoughts where they can go to you, like, okay, if this baby falls and dies, like what? It's so whereas when you've got a family network, it's like, how would the baby fall? There's about 50 people looking at it. Yeah?
Right.
So the trauma that goes through mothers who have been hurt in their childhood and now have to raise another human being when nobody modeled them love is so damaging for them, and they're not even free to talk about it, because then you look like a bad mom.
Yeah, exactly.
Then you look like you're supposed to be the happiest. Be grateful. There's people trying for a baby for 10 years.
Oh yeah,
this
I got
sort
that
of
a lot.
stuff. And it's like, but I don't choose these feelings.
Right.
Yeah?
I got a lot of I would tell Oliver, my husband, I would say, you know, I'm feeling very alone. He'd be like, but everyone loves you. And I hated when he said that, because I was like, well, everyone's asking about the baby. And that really bothered me. I remember that everyone's like, how is she? Or I would walk into a room and people would just be like, oh my God, show us the baby. And it's like, I had the pain from my trauma. I had pain from my C-section. I had pain in my mind and my pain in my body. And I was doing everything to just kind of survive to make her the happiest. But it felt like everybody was focusing on her, which I think also nobody talks about that.